Wow, I knew yesterday was going to be a pretty solid day, but I actually wasn't expecting what wound up happening. So, let's get to my low, my high, my act of kindness. I would say that my low is the day started off pretty cold, I suppose. My high is the evening that I spent with my parents, and I got, my Ritas, of course. That was always awesome. Oh yeah, another low I also had was, first Friday in Lent, I can't have meat, and I'm like, man, there's a lot of stuff I do eat at like gas stations and stuff like that do have meat. I'm shocked. I mean, there are a few things, there's pizza and stuff like that. But I was shocked at how much more limited my options are than even I thought. And my act of kindness, and I did promise that I would say that this was my act of kindness, by the way. So, yesterday I'm looking on Facebook, and a friend of mine who lives out in Colorado actually got a new pair of shoes from her boss. And she showed them off, and they do look like they're very nice shoes. I have no idea. They're like sneakers or whatever. The point is, they look very nice. And then I posted, wow, normally you usually have to roll a pair of dice and get a lucky roll for Mama to win a new pair of shoes. Oh, and she thought it was funny, and she said it made her day. So, to my friend out there, I am very glad I made your day. I told you that was going to be my act of, provided you're watching this, I told you that was going to be my act of kindness, and I am a man of my word, so I did it, and I was happy to do it because, I can be funny sometimes, and I'm glad that making someone laugh made that person's day, and that is awesome. Good morning, and happy Saturday, everyone. I almost forgot the day of the week. So, I gotta talk about last night for sure, because here's the thing. I knew yesterday was gonna be a good day. I was getting Rita's. It was the first Friday that Rita's was gonna be open, even though they just opened on Tuesday, which I did go to opening day. But I always go on Fridays just because, it feels like a proper end of the week treat. You know what I mean? You're at the end of the week, it's been long, you're tired, and then you see, a giant cup that's red and white, vertical stripes, says Rita's on it. You get yourself some Italian ice, or custard, or both, or whatever, and your troubles just go away for a while. It's great. I don't even need to tell you why that's the dessert of my full course menu, but it is. Actually, there's more to it than that, partly because, and I actually posted this on Facebook and Instagram on Tuesday. One of the main reasons why Rita's Italian Ice is the dessert of my full course menu is because when you think about it, let's say that hypothetically you're actually able to get all of the components of your full course menu in one sitting. Again, this is hypothetically. You have an hors d'oeuvre, a soup, a salad, a main course, a meat, a fish, a dessert, and a drink. So that's 8 items. That's actually a lot of food. Even if you actually try not to make it like it is like a lot of food. That's 8 items altogether. That's actually a lot. So hypothetically, if I were to actually have all 8 of these items on hand to have them all at once, I would need something light, sweet, refreshing, palate cleansing, while also appealing to my love of frozen treats. And don't misunderstand me. I love ice cream. Love ice cream. I could eat ice cream all day, but let's be honest, ice cream, you can kind of get all year round. Rita's, it only just recently opened for the season on Tuesday. It closed in early to mid-November. So that's 3.5 months, almost 4 months where you don't get it. And actually I shouldn't say that because Because fun fact, Rita's is the only item on my full course menu that is actually from a chain. For those of you who don't know, Rita's is a chain that was founded in Philadelphia, or around the Philadelphia area, by a firefighter. And he named it after his wife named Rita, which is very sweet. Just like the treats they sell, actually. Huh, they're also very sweet. Anyway, and as you would imagine, like any other chain, they do have multiple locations. And it's not like, because here's the thing, they have like more locations than say like a Pudgy's Pizza or like a Rico's Pizza, I guess. Like definitely more than just like a handful, but not nearly as many as say like, you know, the big chain places like, you know, Dairy Queen or Baskin Robbins or Cold Stone Creamery. I'm trying to name like big ice cream chains, if you couldn't tell. So they're about middle of the road in terms of how many. Although there are Rita's locations that are open year round, but that really has to do with the fact that they're farther out west in like warmer climate, you know, like the desert, stuff like that. Like I'm pretty sure there's a location in Arizona, but again, Arizona's a dry desert-like area. So actually having something like Italian ice would be just what the doctor ordered for living out there. So, at least I'm pretty sure that's open all year round. I think Arizona's as far out west as you can go to where there is a Rita's. I could be wrong. Because, I mean, the New York, Pennsylvania area, I mean, obviously Pennsylvania, because Rita's was founded in Pennsylvania. It would make sense you'd find it in Pennsylvania. There's actually a Rita's where I went to college in Gettysburg. So, yeah, they're not like you'll find a shortage of it anywhere. And as good as that was, the evening actually got better because I actually didn't know this, but my mom was actually off of work. Usually she works on Fridays, and she just happened to be off today. And it's a Friday during Lent. We can't have meat on Fridays because we are good practicing Catholics. And so my mom made her broccoli and Swiss cheese soup. Now, I've talked about this before, but if you don't already know, here's the gist. Growing up, that was actually the one mom food I wouldn't eat. And you're probably wondering, don't you like broccoli? Well, yeah, I do. Don't you like Swiss cheese? Well, as an adult now I do. When I was a kid I didn't, but I like Swiss cheese now. And you like soup. I mean, you wouldn't have a soup on your full course menu of life without any soup. That's true. So what about didn't I like? Because growing up, the smell was really kind of strong, and it kind of encompassed the whole house. But, you know, 30 years old, I'm 32 now, so a couple of years ago, I finally gave it a chance, and I like it. In fact, I like it so much, I look forward to it every time my mom ever makes it. I just wish she made it more often. And this is something I do need to bring up, because yesterday I finally had the foresight to be like, I should learn how to make this myself because I may just have to do that one day. I'll be honest, I barely remember a thing my mom said. Like, I remember the part where, like, you chop up some onions, and like diced onions, and, like, saute them in, like, a stick of butter. Because, like, according to my mom, there's, like, 3 pots going on. 3 pots. Like, one with, like, the onions and everything. One that's, like, de-thawing the frozen broccoli. My mom uses frozen broccoli. I presume using fresh broccoli wouldn't be a bad idea either. So, that'll work. And I think she's using one more to sort of like, for like the vegetables. Because here's the thing. Normally this recipe is made with chicken stock. But we're practicing Catholics during Lent. We can't have meat on Fridays. And that includes anything involving, you know, stock that is made from, you know, chicken or beef or veal or pork. I'm pretty sure they make fish stock. Yeah, they make fish stock, so you can have that. And in this case, vegetable broth. You can use vegetable broth in this recipe. Now, I'll be honest. My father was able to tell the difference, but I personally don't, because, at least for me, it's called broccoli and Swiss cheese soup. Outside of a few of the aromatics, like the onion, the garlic powder, the freshly ground black pepper, the things I ought to be tasting should be the broccoli and the Swiss cheese at the forefront. So as long as you have that, it doesn't really bother me. Although, if you check out my social media pages, especially on Facebook and Instagram, I was able to get a shot of the perfect bite, complete with cheese pull. Oh yeah, I had to get a cheese pull, man. It wouldn't be internet worthy if there wasn't a slight cheese pull to it. Oh, and it was so good. It was a really cool. It was a relatively cool day out yesterday. It was like really cold in the morning, but it got like warmer, but it was still really cold. And the soup was exactly what the doctor ordered. And again, when you make it with vegetable stock, it's perfect for a practicing Catholic during Lent who can't have meat on Fridays. That is awesome. And I think I talked about this once before. They actually do make vegan cheese. Broccoli is already vegan. And I'm pretty sure you can substitute, because my mom uses like the evaporated milk stuff when she makes this. You could legit circumnavigate this so this soup is completely vegan. I don't think my mom has ever actually tried something like that, because I don't think it ever really occurred to her. Although, here's another thing that my father and I actually did ask last night as we're eating dinner. And this is funny, because my father asked, "Hey honey, where'd you get the recipe for this?" And no kidding, my mom completely forgot how she got it. Like, according to her, she thinks that she got it off the back of like a magazine or something, like one of those recipe magazines or something. Or maybe it was like, because sometimes they post recipes in like the newspaper. That works too. So yeah, this soup is actually a lot more of an enigma for me than even I thought possible. After I liked it, I thought I finally knew all there really needed to be known. But no, I guess for now, until someone brings up said recipe. Actually, you know what? You guys are really sweet and awesome. When I told you about that one pasta dish my late grandfather made with the penne and like the cream sauce and the asparagus tips and the prosciutto, you guys were super duper nice in trying to come up with ideas for names as to what that is, because my grandfather didn't really name this. This should be easier for you to find, because it actually does have a name. It's broccoli and Swiss cheese soup. So I can actually tell you what the recipe is. I know there's obviously onions, butter, stock, traditionally chicken stock, but in this case you had to use veggie stock, but either one works. Obviously Swiss cheese, that's been, grated. Broccoli, obviously. Frozen broccoli usually is what my mom will use, but pretty sure fresh broccoli would work too. Salt, pepper, garlic powder, evaporated milk. I forget if she used the dry powdered stuff or the real liquid stuff. I think either one works. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the recipe exists. So I'd love to be able to show my mom if is this the recipe you found? And that'd be sweet, right? Yeah, if you guys can help me out with that, that'd be great. I actually want to know what the recipe is myself so I can make it. I know what ingredients go in it, and I kind of have an idea of what the amounts are. But, just having the ingredients and the amounts is just 1/3 of the problem. The rest is you simply gotta go out and do it and make it and eat it. But whatever. Honestly, last night was wonderful. I got to spend a nice evening with my mom and my dad. You know, broccoli and Swiss cheese soup. I hated it growing up, but I really love it now. I'm so glad we got to have it last night at least once during Lent, because that's usually when we do it anyway. And, I mean, actually, my mom did scare me last night because we're actually celebrating my grandfather's birthday tomorrow, even though his birthday is on the 9th. And sometimes for occasions like this, my mom will make mac and cheese, which mac and cheese is also acceptable for Catholics to have during Lent. So my mom started off the sentence with, I'm not going to be making mac and cheese. I'm like, are you kidding me? What are we supposed to do on Fridays during Lent? And then she finished with saying, for the party on Sunday. I'm like, okay. Scared me for a second. That legit scared me. Because I love my mom's mac and cheese. That stuff is awesome. She also uses evaporated milk in there as well. Wow, is evaporated milk like the ultimate cheat code for casseroles? I wonder. Like, favorite, share, the subscribe button, follow me on the social platform, YouTube. I'm very helping this video for all you guys watching. Do our video. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday. And remember, you guys want to talk, which I must be here to lend. You always have your back. Take care and make good choices.